Hey everybody, so here I am again on a trail. It's actually going to be part of the PCT. Warner Springs is where I'm at right now. I don't know if you can see back there. That's the car resource center over there, fire station over there. And so yeah, I actually didn't want to do any day hikes. I just haven't felt like doing day hikes. After doing long distance backpacking, day hikes seem to be just like So I didn't really want to do it, but you know, I need to get out. I need to exercise some. And Olivia, Olive Oil, she asked me to, said she wanted to do some hikes. I said okay. And yesterday we planned to do this hike from here, Warner Springs, to mile 105. Warner Springs is at 109.5, so it becomes a 4.5 mile each way, 9 miles total. There's a PCT sign. Barrel Springs, 8.5 miles that way. That's by road. There's the resource center and the fire station. There's a PCT. This is the first hike. Okay, this is the first hike that I've done since I was on the PCT. Ow! And I don't know if you guys remember, those that were watching those videos, I had some issues with a plantar fasciitis on my right foot, and I went off 1 week, and then after about 44 miles, I think it was, I had to get off, get a cortisone shot, and it felt really good. And I still have issues with it. It was okay throughout the hike. Then when I got back, I rested, went on a road trip, and then I came back. I'm not done finishing those videos yet, editing those videos. But let me make sure that I have my watch going, which I do. Went back to work, and when I was out at work, I'm working at a nursing home and I'm walking around a lot. One time I did a double after about 12 hours. My foot started hurting a lot, and I'm going like, oh man. Anyway, but it's not really anything that I'm too concerned about. It'll, you know, I stretch it, and right now I have it taped up, and I use my urology ball. So yeah. Anyway, Olivia, she had last minute change of heart and said, you know, pretty much she said she wanted to go, but she had nothing ready, and she was doing stuff in the kitchen, and I'm going like, really? So I started to come out here by myself, which that's not really what I wanted to do, but I need to get out. Tomorrow I have some labs that I got to take, and I'm sure the A1C, even though I was on the PCT for a while, I'm sure my A1C, which is for diabetic, is going to be off. Anyway, so yeah, this trail, really strange to see these markers like right there on the PCT. Here I am doing a day hike, and I've seen those up in the Sierra and all the way down to the southern terminus. And anyway, I'm gonna turn this off and just do some hiking. Just want to update you guys on what I'm doing. Okay, I was told that over at the gas station here, Warner Springs, a little quick mart, that it rained three Fridays in a row, but not enough to get any water. This creek in the springtime is flowing really good, completely dry. And I don't expect the creek where I plan on going. I don't know, maybe I'll turn around at Eagle Rock, being that Olivia's not here. That one's probably going to be dry. It was wet when I came through there in April. Yeah, okay, so right now I'm at mile 108. Warner Springs is 109.5. And so I've got a mile and a half, which means I've got another mile and a half to go. So as far as the vlogs, anything that's on the Pacific Crest Trail, whether it's going to be a through hike, a lash, a section hike, or a day hike, overnight, whatever, anything, as long as it's on a PCT, I will tag it as a PCT. One of the things that I'm doing right now for the Sobos, so there's already been 2 that I know of from talking to the lady over at the little market, quick mart at the gas station, Warner Springs. And people are asking on 2021 PCT Facebook page about bubble. There is no bubble down here. Okay, where I'm at, I live around the area, there's no bubble. There have been some pretty fast hikers, and I'm sure a lot of them skipped a lot of the burn areas. I did going north, and for their safety's sake, I hope they did. So yeah, but what I'm doing is marking on the gut hooks, you know, dry, so that even though they can get water at Warner Springs, and it's too early for them to be worried about water, down the road they will be concerned about it, because even though they have more than enough water to get to Barrel Springs, there is no guarantee that Barrel Springs will be running this time of the year, but I think they will. Opening up a little bit here. Opening up a little bit, being that that creek goes along where the green is right there. That's where we're losing all the trees. Okay, this little area where I'm standing at right here. It's kind of like the peak of this short little hike in the chaparral. And you can see, and I was mentioning last time, way out there from the same spot, about the observatories right over there. Anyway, so yeah, from here is pretty much, for the most part, downhill to Eagle Rock, and of course, it climbs a little bit, and then back up, of course. And but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to go about a mile and a half more. That's the plan anyway. We'll see what happens when I get there. Okay, so last year when I was coming Nobo here, this is just a little bit north of Eagle Rock already. As you can see, we've already entered the meadow. Or I've already entered the meadow. You know, it's really strange because one of the things you hear from thru hikers, and you guys probably heard this in other videos, that you can smell a day hiker a mile away. And you know what? I don't know, you can't, not a mile away. But you can smell them pretty close. Around this area right here, there was a lot of hikers. I don't remember what day it was that I was coming through here. I think on my hike it was day 9, but I don't remember what day of the week it was. And there was through hikers. I mean, there was day hikers. And quite a few of them going to Eagle Rock. And you know, they saw my pack and they all asked me all these questions about through hiking and everything, which is, I think it's kind of fun. And all of them, I mean, you could be a little ways from them and you can smell their cologne or their soap. And honestly, I know this might not sound right, but it's kind of disgusting to smell that perfume. It was like, ugh, yuck. You know, I think you get so used to the natural smell, even though some people might call it a stink, which it is kind of a stink, because you got body odor. But you get used to it, and you get close to other hikers and you can't even smell it. And sometimes you can, I guess when they're terrifically bad, but you don't mind it. I don't mind it. But all the perfume on hikers, I just wanted to stay away from the day hikers because the soap and the perfume smell just was like, I felt it was choking me kind of. I don't know, that's not the right word. Anyway, just want to mention that. So out there, that is Eagle Rock, right? And that little area there, the one with the Can't even tell it's a rock. I mean, it looks like an eel from the other side. But that's it. And we'll get close to it. That's only, like I said, like 3 miles. Right around 3 miles, maybe a little over 3 miles from the resource center fire station area. Okay, continuing on. Yeah, so just wanted to make a comment about backpacks. Oh, let go. Thank you, InReach. About backpacks. The one that I have on right now is an Osprey Manta 28. It's a day pack. And it's really good. It's an 8G suspension, anti-gravity. And it does have that area where it breathes by your back. And I've also hiked with the Exos 48, which has the airspeed suspension from Osprey. And it also has that area in the back where wind can go through. And on the PCT, I did that with the Superior Wilderness Design Rugged Long Haul 50, which the back is right up against your back. No wind going through there. And I've also hiked with the Yole Circuit, which also goes right up against your back. And honestly, I used to think that I liked the ones with an air, but everybody's different. I like the ones that are right up against your back, because right now, when I left Border Springs, it was 56 degrees, and it's a little bit of wind, not a lot, but a little bit of wind, and my back feels uncomfortably cold. And I do have this Rail Rider. I do have a Rail Rider hoodie, and I do have a one of my Melanzonas in my backpack, which I may put on a little bit later because I feel cold, especially in my back. That's probably why I'm sniffling and coughing. Now, there might be some engineers or scientists out there, but and I've taken engineering classes, when I was in the Navy and also in automotive, and very little of that when I went to nursing. Yeah, I've had 3 careers, or 2 main ones, and I know that by convection you have a heat transfer by convection. That's when the wind blows. That's what you have convection ovens. Air blows by, and I'm not sure, but I think it's a very good possibility that you might lose more fluids for your body if you do have that open space. It cools you down, but you might lose more space. But yeah, I think I favor the ones that go right up against your back. But nonetheless, in day packs, you're not gonna be out there very long. That's a really cool bird. I think it's just a hawk, but I don't know what kind of hawk it is. Oh, look at that! It sees something. And you guys see it was just staying right there. It saw something, and it now moved. It's definitely a bird of prey, that's for sure. Because right now it's hungry. Don't be looking at me, bird. Okay, I'll swat you with my trekking pole, and then I'll cut you with my Benchmade reptilian. Okay. There's the Eagle Rock. I'm still impressed by it always. And I always say hi to my friend, the eagle, though. I know it's just a rock and he can't hear me. I'm back, my friend. See you in a bit. So, right now I met a couple of day hikers, 3-day hikers actually, and they were with one of them who did the Colorado Trail already. And you can tell a through hiker just by talking to them. And they were very nice. They were super nice. Really young, especially the 2-day hikers. And the through hiker was a little older. And but yeah, I gave them my the younger kid. He really liked the beef jerky that I had, so I have some more in my pocket, more food. So I just went ahead and gave it to him because he was like, "Yeah, I saw the beef jerky you had." I go, "Here, it's yours." And yeah, it's really nice. So anyway, I just left Eagle Rock, which is up there, and I'm gonna plan on going another 1.5 miles. Probably eat a tortilla with some ham and cheese. Probably put some mustard on it. Maybe I think I forgot to bring the hot sauce. Dang it! I had a little thing of hot sauce. Oh well. And then I'll go back. And okay. Oh yeah, I was talking how I was getting a little cold. And by the way, it's really nice to be cold because it's been so hot. Yeah. And I got one of my mellies on. It was kind of blue and green. If you guys seen the video when we were out at Manzana, Colorado, during a road trip, part of the road trip playlist. This is one of the last ones that I got. So now I have this green and blue, and I have an all green, I have an all yellow, and all red, with kind of orange dress. And then I have the one that I was wearing on the PCT, which is, I believe it's orange and green. So, yeah, I don't think I'll get any more. But I do like several of them because I wear them. I wear them when I go hiking. Okay, I'm off trail. I wear them when I go hiking, but I also wear them in the wintertime, you know. I wear them jeans or whatever. I wear different colors. Oh, I like these. Anyway, I hope I don't make this video too long, but I might. I don't know. I just might. I was just thinking right now. 109.5 to 105 is 4.5 miles. So by the time I get to 105, I'll be past the midway point to Barrel Springs. So why don't I just go back to Barrel Springs and then try to get a hitch back to Warner Springs. That's an idea. What if I don't get a hitch? I'll call my son-in-law, which will kill me. All I will say. I don't know. I think she's upset with me right now. Because she has some things to do and I needed to get out. So, anyway. Yeah, I think I might just go to Barrel Springs. Try to get a hitch back too. To Warner Springs. So if I do that, I'll pass mile 102. I think it's 1, which is where I camped out before I got to Warner Springs last time. I still have plenty of sun left. I do have a headlamp in case it gets dark on me, but I don't think so, because like I said, I'll be past the halfway point. Yeah, so somewhere down there in the middle of all that is where I was going to go and then go back. But I'll check what mile I'm at right now. That's going to be mile 105, so I'm probably about 105.5, maybe less than that, which means at that point I will only have 4 miles to go to Barrel Springs, and I'll just go over there and hope I can maybe I'll go on to Trail Angel page and see if anybody can pick me up, take me back to Warner Springs. I'll pay them for gas money, and if I can't, I'm gonna be kind of screwed. Okay, so here I am. This is mile PCT mile 1.5. And this right here was a very beautiful creek when I came by here in April. And it's completely dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a log on gut hooks. But it's dry. Nice tent sites way over there. A couple of spots over here, but they're kind of at an angle. And one of the things out here, you're in a tent, you're at an angle, you're gonna go sliding. You're gonna go sliding inside. Okay. Okay, so I got 4 more miles before I get to Barrel Springs, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, I really miss this creek. Okay. A lot of nice areas down there. Very common sight on the PCT is whenever you see a few rocks like there is down there, you know the hikers have been there because they use that to put on top of their stakes. I did it all the time. See a lot of these on the PCT. You go down to a creek and then you make a turn and you start going. See a lot of this. You know, this right here could be out before KOA. I'm sure that the trees are different, but it looks very similar. So obviously there's a creek down here somewhere because of all the trees, not just chaparral. Okay, now I remember. Yeah. When I was coming Sobo here, I didn't have a clue that I was going to run into that 105 creek. And I do remember this here right here. There was a lot of beautiful flowers back then because it was in April. And somewhere in the middle of that, where you can see that trail, there's a post. I don't know. Anyway, I'll probably see it. Okay, so I'm getting out of this little, well, not this little, this meadow here. I'll see another meadow in a little while. Once I get over this right here, right now I'm at mile 103.5. Started at 109.5, which means I've gone 6 miles and I have just 2 more miles to go before I get to Barrel. So it's very easy. This is the one that I was telling you about. When I saw it, for me, when I was coming to PCT Sobo, this was kind of a marker for me that I've seen in other videos, and it kind of, for me, it was kind of like that 1 mile marker right off the Sun Terminus. This marker right here, I was really, I was happy to see that. Yep, keep on going. Keep it on going. You know, it's nice to kind of like retrace some of the steps that you did, and you go one way and it just kind of looks different. Then you turn around and you go, yeah, I remember that. Well, I just came down here. I'm at mile 102.1, and that right there is where I stayed at. It's not on gut hooks, or it wasn't back then. I don't know if it is now or not, but you can see that people have been camping there. That's where I slept when I was going Sobo on a PCT. And that would be the beginning of day 9. I believe it was day 9. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Just for the heck of it. I remember I had a little trouble. Nah, I'm not gonna go in. I remember I had a little trouble. I saw it from up top, but I had a little trouble going facing Sobo. And this is the view that I first saw down there in that area. And that's when I said, I think I can make that camp tonight, even though it's not on gut hooks. You don't have to, when you're on the PCT, you don't have to do what gut hook says. Take the advice. I mean, it's good to know, but don't rely on it, especially the water. And you do not have to rely on the tent sites, although they are a good source of information. When I was over in I believe it was, I don't know, could have been the San Felipe Hills, or no, it's prior to the San Felipe Hills. Somewhere over there. There was no, yeah, it's over by Sunrise Highway, so over by mile 67 to 69 in that area. Yeah, it was pretty accurate as far as what places. Nowhere else could you put a tent. But when I was over a mile like 400, I think it was 424, I went down and I bushwhacked my way and saw a small little place. My feet were hurting so bad from plant fasciitis that I needed to stop. And so I put my, at that time, for 40 miles, I carried the Nemo Hornet 2 Plus, and I traded back out for the Lunar Solo. But I put out the Nemo Hornet 2P, 2-person, and barely fit in there. Part of the vestibule had to be in a bush. But you know, you need to do what you have to. This kind of reminds me of when I was over at over by the Horseshoe Meadows area. I'm going like I was going like, I better be on my best behavior because I need a ride to Lone Pine, and kind of makes me feel that way right now because I better be on my best behavior. I need a ride back to Warm Springs. That's where my car's at. Okay. Adventures can be in one day. Oops. Gotta follow the signs. I think there's another little blaze over there. So yeah, I'm good. I can hear the cars too. Let's go the other way. I'll open this gate up for the first time since I was going Nobo on the PCT. As long as it's not locked. Somebody locked it. That's just great. Oh no, it's not locked. It goes up through here. Jeez. I was beginning to think I was going to have to go through some barbed wire. There's a car over there, maybe you can get me right. Okay, so I'm getting close to the road, but that's not Barrel Springs. Barrel Springs is on the other side of the road. And although, yeah, it does, I mean, yeah, today was, for me in a way, an adventure, because I planned on going to past Eagle Rock to mile 105, where that creek, dry creek was at, and then turn back. And I was thinking maybe I might even just turn back at Eagle Rock. But I said, you know, I want to keep going. And I had no clue up until I got to close to that 105, the creek, that I said, you know, I want to make it over to Barrel Springs. So anyway, that's kind of an adventure. Go off and doing something that you didn't think you were going to do. And then from then go off and do it. Now I gotta find a ride back to Warm Springs. Remember last time I was resting right there in that spot, a big old RV came by and saw that I had a big old backpack and asked if I wanted some water or something. They had some LaCroix, and ever since they gave me that LaCroix right there, I drink LaCroix all the time now, even now. Look, it's a little bit of trail magic right there. Thank you, whoever put it. I'm gonna go all the way to Barrel Springs, which is over here. PCT goes through here. There's a lot of spots for tents here at Barrel Springs. PCT goes through here, and right here, don't forget to make a left-hand turn if you're going to Sobo. If you're going Nobo, you'll kind of hear the noise and you'll see this right here. But Sobo, tendency is to go that way. Don't do that. Go here, refill with water, and there is some water, not a lot, but there's some water going on. I can see it from here. And then the PCT continues that way, and then it curves around and it goes up that way, not through here. And this is Barrel Springs. That would be, if I was on trail and I see this little trickle, I would be super pleased. I'm gonna sit down. I'm done with this hike. Thank everybody that watches to watch, because it's a nice sharing experience. And I know that we've lost a lot of subscribers after the PCT, and I expected that. And I'm sorry to those people that, well, I shouldn't apologize. No reason to apologize, so never mind. Anyway, hope you guys liked it. I know I did. Now I gotta figure out how to way to get home. Okay, over to my car, Lord Springs. Yep, it's hitchhike time. I put a post on Trail Angels, but